Hello boys and girls, Miss Kendrick here. Today we're going to read a book and it's called Clack Moo, Cows That Type. It's by Doreen Cronin and pictures by Betsy Lewin. Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears click clack moo, click clack moo, click clack moo. At first, he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible! Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Then he couldn't believe his eyes. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. They typed him a letter. Do you think my cows out here can type a letter? Nah. It was bad enough the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets. No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. So the cows went on strike. They left a note on the barn door. Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. No milk today, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the cows busy at work. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. I wonder what they're typing now. The next day, he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. No eggs, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard them. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. Cows that type, hens on strike. Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. It means he was angry. He was frustrated. Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. I wonder what the cows and hens are going to think about that. Duck was a neutral party, so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. Duck knocked on the door early the next morning. He handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. Do you think Farmer Brown is going to exchange the typewriter for electric blankets? Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. So they've got their electric blankets on, the cows and the hens. Now let's see if Duck makes the change with the typewriter. The next morning he got a note. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We'd like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks. Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. So the ducks kept the typewriter and now they're wanting something. And there's the duck jumping off of his diving board into the pond. So they got what they wanted, didn't they? Thanks for listening.